Round Trent, Southport Weekender, 2024. I'm back. Well, this Southport Weekender is actually my return after maybe like 10 years. But I've done quite a few of them throughout the years, and it's always been a great time. It's actually one of the events around the world that I'd always talk about. This is a soulful-centric festival, and one of the only of its kind. So it's always been a great engagement. You can kind of come and see all the forms of soul music, whether it be dance music or whether it be funk or whatever, and it's the authenticity is there. So always a good time, always a good impression. When I first started playing Southport, I was living in New York City, so it definitely would have been those years between '97 and 2000. Yeah, man, I remember the first time. What I do remember is across the board, it's always been a very consistent experience in terms of the people and the reaction, and people being really ensconced in what's going on. You know what I mean? Like real music lovers. And that's what makes this, unique, I think. I'll try to be my authentic self all the time, best I can be, within reason of who I'm playing in front of. But primarily, the people and the energy of the people plays a big role in what you're doing, at least the school that I come from, because they're like your orchestra. You're playing, you're conducting the energy, but they're also giving energy too. So it, of course, has a big effect on how things turn out. Southport, obviously it had its own lure for so many years. People didn't know abroad, you know what I mean? Those of us that started kind of traveling and people started following us from the States and that kind of thing, and word got out and you started seeing a lot of people. It always felt like we were descending upon the town. These weird, wild people coming all in one from the States. Different situations happened, and sharing transport with different people that you admire. A couple times Questlove and different folks. Over the years, and it was underground and raw. And you kind of got that feeling like it's a love project. How about that? And you feel that. And that's why it carries the weight and the reputation that it still does today. It's like, you can tell they really care about what's going on. Alex and the guys, it's a love tradition of soul music and love for this music. Very well curated. You can tell that there's somebody behind it that really understands and appreciates music. And when people are connected to tradition and history and have a respect for it, there's a different type of energy anyway, and you can feel that. And that's, those of us that honor that idea of history and foundation and things of that nature. These things are very important because it's a carrying on of the tradition, but also kind of like there's innovation in that too. You know what I mean? Because it's solid and foundational things, historical things that have power and that are going to stay around, timeless. And this is one of those things. For sure. Look how long it's been around. I think I might have went to the last Southport. They were going to stop. It's the last one. Everybody's crying. Oh. Here we are again. And they had to bring it back. It had to be there, you know what I mean? It was necessary. There was nothing else carrying on this torch. So they had to bring it back, man. No choice. Yeah, the Nervous track that Louis and Kenny did, man, that's a legendary track, right? So, they came and got inspired by being involved in a room in Southport. You know what I mean? Like the energy of that room. Being able to take that and turn that and translate that into something that's, high power like that track, it speaks for itself. There ain't a whole bunch to say there, to be honest with you. It said all in the music. I guess it encapsulates, the energy that they felt and saw. And that's really, at the end of the day, what producers do, DJs do, and those that are really connected to the music do is they get inspired, they take it home with them, and then it turns into something else, some other innovation. And that's what these sacred places are about. This festival is kind of like a sacred festival, meeting in tribes, if you will. And that's really what this thing is supposed to be about, man. Traditionally, clubs and music rooms and special sacred places are, meant to inspire, and for people to walk away with feeling something, whether it be artistically or spiritually or just being rejuvenated. And, you know, this is why these things are important.